Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm Andy RC and today I'm going to be checking out whether the FuriBee DarkMax can handle a 6S battery. Now, according to GearBest's website, it can take a 4 to 6S battery. So I've got a Tattoo R-Line 1300 here. The only thing that I have done is switched out the stock propellers because I think the stock propellers will draw far too many amps, and maybe it'd be fine for the motors, but maybe destroy the expensive battery here. I notice a lot of people running 6S on dual blades as well. I guess that's for less amp draw, but I'm going to try it on these tri blades and see what happens. Now, the first test is to see whether anything catches fire. Hopefully I won't end up with another hole in my
there's a hole in the
helipad.
Dear Liza, there's this hole in the
helipad, which wasn't caused by a battery fire, by the way. So let's plug it in and see if everything initiates. It's looking good so far. We've got the beep to say that it's ready to go, so I'm going to stand back a little bit in case anything flips out. So in angle mode, first of all, let's go for an arm. It's armed. I'm going to be very careful on the throttle. It's flying. And no fires so far. It's hovering at about the same position as a 5S. Now, the weather conditions aren't great here today. We've got some kind of hurricane that smashed into another hurricane and it's causing it to be windy, which isn't going to help whatsoever. Okay, let's try a punch. Oh my goodness. I'm just wondering whether I'm going to be able to tell the difference between the 6S and the 5S. The problem is it disappears the moment I touch the throttle. So it's really difficult to tell. Both are absolutely bonkers. Yeah, it looks like it's taking it. Let's go into acro. And one thing that I want to do is fly it around a little bit and then check the temperature of the motors. That's the one thing I'm concerned about. But with the 5S, not even warm. So it'd be interesting to see what it's like with this one. Okay, let's try some fast stuff. Wow. That's crazy. It's crazy, but like I say, I'm struggling to say, yeah, this is better than the 5S. Maybe it's sort of diminishing returns with the extra weight of the 6S, and maybe a 1300 6S is too heavy for it. So I'm not really noticing a benefit. Maybe a 1000 milliamp 6S or something. It's doing it! Well, that's full throttle. Right, let's just come in for a landing. Because if these motors are cooking, that's no good, is it? Righto. Let's have a feel. Oh my goodness. Just a tiny bit warm, just a tiny bit over room temperature. Not even hot. That's amazing. So I think I can categorically say that the DarkMax runs off a 6S. It does feel a little bit heavier though in the acro, but it is a heavier model now. I really like it. My first 6S flight, which is very similar to the 5S flight, I have to say. Comments in the below if you think a smaller 6S would be more beneficial. Because, well, it's unknown territory here for me. and maybe for other people as well, unless you've been flying 6S for longer. Oh, it's so much louder than a 4S though. Of course, the thing that I can't test here really is durability. So I couldn't say that, oh yeah, it's been great on a 6S, I've done 50 flights with it. This is the first flight. And you can't really feel how warm the ESCs are getting because it's a all-in-one. This hobby is getting bonkers. When's it gonna stop? What's after this? Be 8S next, won't it? Or shall we just go straight to a 10S? Yeah, I'm noticing when I'm doing my rolls there, definitely bottom heavy and not as floaty as with the 5S or the 4S. Now, what's interesting though, no beeper going off. So yeah, I mean that's probably down to these propellers not having as much pitch. So you probably could play around with the prop a bit more. But this is fine for me, honestly. I think I'm getting to the edge of my skill set here. Nice loop. But yeah, I struggle to keep track of it. I mean, that's just ridiculous. My eyes, it's like I need more FPS in my eyes. I need to slow-mo it in my eyes. Okay, well, I think that concludes this test. I mean, it flies on a 6S. What more can I say? Wow. Coming for a landing. Again, you know, I'm gonna check the motors. Just not even warm. Just incredible. Battery, everything feels all right. Can't feel any heat coming off it whatsoever. So yeah, FuriBee DarkMax runs off a 6S. Whether I recommend it or not, I'm not too sure. I think definitely the 5S was more power, but on the 6S, I think because of the extra weight of the battery, you maybe want to go down a size with the battery. But yeah, thumbs up, and a great model. I've absolutely battered it over the last couple of days, so I'll put a link in the description if you wish to get one.